factory all my life, but I still think the way we make chocolate bars here is incredible. My name is Anna, and I'm one of the women who wrap thousands of bars of chocolate every day and send them on their way.
Creating a delicious milk chocolate is an amazing process. At Hershey's, making chocolate is all about innovation.
Today in 1932, a Hershey bar costs just a nickel. But my mother says that before Mr. Hershey came along, milk chocolate was so expensive, her family couldn't afford it.
Milton Hershey is a true visionary. He's turned this exotic sweet into a confection anybody, rich or poor, can buy and enjoy. Mr. Hershey isn't a chemist. He's always worked by trial and error, testing countless ways of mixing and condensing milk, sugar, and the ground-up nibs of cocoa beans.
Mr. Hershey started roasting his cocoa beans at a higher temperature than other chocolate makers. This allowed him to use less expensive beans and still get a great taste. And he came up with a new way to condense milk by adding sugar to it first and then boiling it in 2 steps.
After years of experimenting, he finally succeeded in 1900. And that successful recipe for milk chocolate was only part of Milton Hershey's innovative genius.
I think it was brilliant of Mr. Hershey to locate his factory here in eastern Pennsylvania, less than a mile from where he was born. This is dairy country, and milk chocolate needs a steady supply of fresh milk. Besides, he didn't have to pay to haul it from far away. My mother told me that Mr. Hershey opened his new factory here in 1905. As the business grew, he kept adding to it.
This rural setting gave Hershey room to grow without paying big city prices. And he's been able to hire workers locally who are happy to have steady factory jobs. The combination of the perfect formula, a great location, and mass production by machines means that milk chocolate is no longer reserved for the rich. It's become a pleasure anyone can afford. Hershey's innovative way of turning a few ingredients into a mouth-watering bar of chocolate is a marvel of ingenuity.
To make Hershey's milk chocolate, the roasted beans are ground in triple mills to produce a chocolatey liquid. Then the liquid is refined and made even smoother with a conch machine. Finally, the chocolate is cooled and heated, which makes it stable and glossy, and ready to pour into molds. That's what it takes to make a Hershey bar.
Because of Milton Hershey's many innovations, by 1915, he had the biggest chocolate factory in America. It all comes down to doing things right, and there's no better example of that than conching. In a conch machine like this one, a granite roller moves back and forth over the chocolate. It takes an astonishing 4 long days and nights, but in the end, it makes Hershey's chocolate super smooth. Milton Hershey wouldn't have it any other way. Before you leave this room, take a couple of minutes to look around and see how Hershey's innovations turned exotic cocoa beans into delectable and affordable chocolate bars. Now I'll have one of the workers throw the switch and rev up the conch machine. Let's make some chocolate.